This is From the Petty Corner. I'm Petty Diana, and I have MarQuel Mederos here with me with a capital Q.
Come on now.
He has a fight coming up at UFC 316 this weekend.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, welcome back to the Petty Corner.
It's good talking to you again. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, last time I talked to you, you just moved to Arizona. You were waiting for the family to come. Are they there with you now?
Yeah, they are here now. So
Oh, that's
got
exciting.
finally got them here. Took a minute, but we got. I think it took me like 4 months to get them here.
Oh, wow. So you guys
Yeah,
are all settled in and everything?
finally settled in. Finally settled in out of Colorado. I'm glad I'm out of Colorado too because I don't have to deal with the snow right now. Now it is hot as hell, but I don't have to deal with the snow.
Yeah, you traded in palm trees or snow for palm trees.
Snow for palm trees and a lot of sweat.
Okay, so you actually were supposed to fight last night on UFC Vegas 107, but I believe you had the flu, right?
Yeah. I caught it was crazy because me and one of my coaches, Randy, so we went and I hit mitts with him Sunday night just to like get a little movement in. And I was like gassing like crazy. And I was like, damn, why the fuck am I gassing? I was like, it's the end of camp. But I'm like, maybe I'm just overtrained or whatever the case might be. And then I woke up Monday, like in the middle of the night, and was like throwing up and had diarrhea. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm sick. Slept that whole day. And then I woke up Tuesday, kind of the same thing. And after that, I was like, yeah, I won't be able to fight.
Yeah, dang. Well, they have you rebooked now for 316. Your
Yeah,
opponent, you have a different opponent. Your opponent last night was Oki, which he actually won. Would you be open to fighting him in the future?
of course, of course. I mean, obviously, I got to focus on my opponent now, but after we win this fight, of course, run it right back. I actually asked if we could push the fight just a week and do us on this card, but they said they didn't have enough fights on the card already, so they couldn't pull him from this card. So I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, that
So
makes sense. We'll circle back to that card, but now you're fighting. It's a pay-per-view card, so that's more exciting. You're gonna actually be in a crowd. How are you feeling going into this fight against Mark?
good, good. I mean, a fight is a fight, right? I think that's the thing that you could never put too much emphasis on your opponent, right? Because it's a weird game. You'll be game plan. I think obviously it's cool to come in with a game plan, but what if you don't get the opponent that you game plan for? Now you got to switch the whole thing because I went from fighting a striker to fighting a wrestler, so it's a completely different game now. But I mean, I'm ready. I'm ready as can be. I did a whole training camp. A fight is a fight. If both of them came up to me on the street, I wouldn't be like, hold on, let me get my game plan. A fight is a fight.
And when did they tell you that you were going to get this fight? Because I believe it was just announced just a couple days ago.
Um, so I had pulled out Tuesday. I think what was it? I think it was either Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay.
I don't know. I have to go look back at my text, but I'm pretty sure it was Wednesday or Thursday.
Well, either way, I always think it's so badass. Like, you couldn't control the circumstances, you got sick, but like when people take fights on short notice, just because, like you said, you have to change up your game plan completely and
Right.
prepare for different styles and everything. So it's really cool to see.
I mean,
Um,
it's dope. It's dope that I even got the opportunity. So like shout out to my manager, shout out Jason, shout out Sean Shelby because I mean they didn't have to put me on this card. So the fact that they went out of their way and did that is I'm super appreciative for that for sure. For sure.
yes, I love it. And how do you see your path to victory against him?
Um I see a couple, but I think the obvious game plan is to stop his wrestling right and then keep it on the feet and then finish the fight from there. But Um, I think it's a couple ways. I watched them a couple times now, and I don't want to get too many details. I think you have to watch to get the rest of the details. But I think I got some good ways to win the fight.
I love it. Okay, and then you moved gyms, like we talked about. You moved to Arizona.
Mhm.
You're training at MMA Labs now. How do you feel like you've progressed since training there? You already had one fight, and you won that, so that
Yeah,
seems to be going well. But I want to hear from you.
I man, it's been crazy. It's been good. Like having having that support around me since I've been here. John Crouch, uh, has really went out of his way to make sure I'm taken care of when I was here, especially when I didn't have my family here and everything. But I mean, it's been a bunch of guys. Randy, like I said, one of the striking coaches here, Benson, has really helped me a lot. And then all the guys on the fight team. It's a real friendly environment, and I think just from the aspect of the amount of bodies and the competition in the room, like it's real competition. I think at Factory X, I had got a little comfortable because I was one of the top guys there. So it was easy for me to come in. I mean, I'm never like, I'm always trying to be the best in the room, right? But when you come into a new room and you get fresh bodies and you get new looks, it pushes you a little bit different. And it tests you a little bit different because it's like, they don't give a fuck who I am. So it's like, they're coming after me every day. And I like that because it forces you to progress. Because if not, you stay stagnant and you stay at the place that you're at, you know?
Yeah, and when you start training with different people, there's different styles and different techniques that you have to learn. When you're training with the same people every day, you guys know how you train, so you know each other's game plans.
Right, 100%, 100%. And you can get like, I know what works on certain guys. Like, obviously, that will happen at any gym, right? I think it's your job to progress further than that. But if I'm training with the same guys every day, I'm like, okay, I know I can beat this guy with this, and then it kind of, I mean, it can turn in just to winning because you're just finding different ways to win. But I don't know. I think that's where your mindset comes in. Are you there to win? Are you there to create? Are you there to compete? What's your mindset? So. Um, yeah, I definitely think this move has helped a lot for sure.
Yeah, and speaking of like your team and everything, I think you guys have two other fighters on the card that you're going to that you're fighting on 316.
Just one, just one.
One.
We are cause I think you're thinking of Sean. Sean trains at his own gym now. And then Mario. Mario's the other guy from the lab.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's kind of cool though that you have at least Mario because like you'll have more team support there, you
Mm-hmm.
know? So that's
Yeah,
kind of
it is
cool
though.
that you guys have each other.
Yeah, it's always cool when you get to fight with somebody else. I think I mean I don't think it makes a big deal for me either way. It's always fun, but it's cool when you get to have your boys around for sure. For sure.
Do you guys get to share a locker room? Because like you're part of the same team, or does everyone get their own?
Well, I think he's so far like I'm the first fight of the night, and I think he's damn near towards the end of the card. I don't think we'll even see each other that night.
Oh dang! Do you get
Probably
to stay
until
and watch?
after the fight.
Do you get to stay and watch the fights?
Hell no, the UFC's like get the hell out of here. You'll fight. They are trying to get you out of there as fast as possible. But they always give you tickets, so you have to leave the venue, but I'll
Yeah.
probably come back and watch Mario's fight for sure.
That's
Yeah.
dope that you get tickets though. Okay, so my I said we're gonna circle back to this. So last night, the main event got canceled. I know this has nothing to do with you, but I just think it's crazy because we've never seen that before. And I just want to say I hope Macy is okay because you had mentioned there wasn't like that many fights on the card, and there was that whole card was a hot mess. Like a bunch of people missed weight, so many people fell out, and then the main event got canceled. And I don't think we've ever seen that before. So what do you think about all that?
Ain't none of my business. No. Nah, but for real, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. It's fighting, right? I mean, shit happens, especially with all these weight cuts and stuff. Um, I think the more this happens, like one or two things needs to happen. Like we either need to have more weight classes because at that point, right? What are you doing? You're risking the quality of the fights because of weight classes. So I think you either need to have more weight classes or um, I think you got to start almost overbooking cards in a sense, just in case, because if you have if you're having a lot that many people miss weight and then having to pull out, obviously weight is an issue, right? Because you're getting these guys that walking around 200 pounds cutting to 170. You're getting guys that are walking around 190 trying to cut to 155. So it's like you don't have to add 4 or 5 weight classes. It doesn't need to be boxing, but you add 2 or 3, it makes a big difference. You add a 160 or a 165. You add like because from 155 to 170 is a big ass jump, right? You add a 165 weight class. Maybe you even add between 170 and 185. You add a weight class, and then I don't know. I think maybe, but I don't think they'll do that. I think it's also there's already so many different names in in the game. It's hard to keep up with. If you add more weight classes, it's just gonna make it more complicated.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. The women are very limited too, because 135 is the highest class. They used to
Mm.
have featherweight, but Macy and Ketlin fought at 145, but they don't have that weight class. But they did
Yeah.
last night. So,
Yeah, so it's weird because they don't have a lot of like women who can actually compete at 145 or who
yeah.
do compete. I mean, maybe a 105 might be better.
Yeah.
You add the 105 because what was the girl who fought Alice Dos Santos? I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Adeline.
yeah. Her the girl that she fought was I heard she was a 105, but she just fights at 115 because there's no 105 weight class.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm not the damn promoters. I don't know, but I'm just suggesting. And then as far as the main event goes, I mean, if somebody have a seizure, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
there's not shit you can do about it. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I understand where people are coming from, and I understand where Aaron Blanchard's coming from, but it is crazy as hell. Like to see people like, the fuck you gonna have a seizure the day of the fight?
Yeah.
Like,
I wonder if that stems from like the hard weight cut, but I mean, we might never know. Uh, but yes, I hope Macy is okay, and I do feel for Erin because that affects her and what happens next to her. But let's get back to your fight. What are your final thoughts going into this?
um, I don't have no thoughts. I think it is what it is. We take the fight, we go fight, and then we go perform. I think my biggest thing is just to perform. I don't have any expectations. I think my last couple of fights, I put expectations on myself, and I mean those fights are so I'm gonna just go fight. Hey, I'm gonna just go fight, and then take it from there, and then we'll resolve everything afterwards. So I don't have any expectations. I don't have any thoughts. So I'm just ready to go fight. To be honest.
I love it. Who do you have coming out there with you?
Um, uh, Jack Eglin, he's a regional guy. He's real. That's one of my boys. Randy, and then John Crouch. Um, yeah. So after this fight, I'll probably have every fight after this. I'll have Benson, Randy, and John in my corner. But for this one, I told Jack I would take him out, so I'm taking him out.
When do you fly out?
Tuesday. Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday. And a weight cut should be easy. I'm skinny as hell right now from being sick. So.
Yeah, just from being sick. Okay, but the East Coast has so much good food. Have you looked into like any food you want after your fight?
Oh my gosh, I've been watching food videos since I woke up this morning. That it's crazy because my girl, she used to stay in New York, so I used to go to New York a lot. So I know a lot of the spots in New York. And you know, Newark is like an hour train ride to New York, so I'm definitely going to Manhattan after my fight. As soon as Mario's fight is done, I'm not even watching any other fight after that. I'm going straight to New York.
Get some pizza, some cheesecake, and some cannolis.
You know what? I think about it. Have you been to Cat's Deli?
No.
Cat's Deli is like this pastrami place, or they have like I don't know what the fucking real term is, but they had these pastrami sandwiches. Oh my gosh! But yeah, some pizza too. Yeah.
Yeah. For
What?
breakfast?
Have you been over there?
Yeah, I was born in New York and I grew
Oh,
up in Pennsylvania.
you
And
never
it was
been
like
to?
tri-state New York, New Jersey.
Oh, you never been to Cat's Deli?
No. I
You never?
left when I was 18, so
Oh, okay. What was your favorite spot in New York?
I'm Puerto Rican, so my parents always used to take us down to Spanish Harlem and we would eat this place called Gucci Frito and it's all like Puerto Rican food.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Now, if I go there and the food trash, I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna be like, yeah, this
It's
shit.
not. Do you like Puerto Rican food? All right. Ask Eric. He's Puerto Rican. Well, I don't know
Yeah.
if he knows about the food in New York,
Yeah.
but
Nah,
yeah.
I think. Oh, I know he grew up in Florida, but I feel like every Puerto Rican has been to New York at least once.
Yeah. But like Puerto Rican food's good.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. What should I get when I go?
I'll, I'll message you.
All right, bet.
All right. Well, I'm so excited for you. I'm gonna be watching. I'm actually gonna be in Florida at the time, but we already bought the pay-per-view. So we will be watching and go out there and get the win.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I hope you have a safe trip, and maybe we can chat afterwards.
Cool. Let's do it.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good.